That's why the chronicler, historian, archivist, documentalist, and if you notice the great reverence they gave the people that kept those records and all those, whatever they call them, their type of libraries. Another thing I gained from that is that I could see from the hadith where they talked about that and the whole world allowed and raised 120,000 mundir messengers, warners, and people like that. And then when you listen to what their people was given, they was given morals and ethics. All they great people, that's what they morals, ethics. And then the Tao Te Ching, the religious, Tao just means way, just like the Quran, Islam means way. Okay, I'll speed up. So when you see us, what do we want people to think? So we don't want people to see us as braggarts or anything like that. But in the light of Islam, we want people to see us as able. We're able to do what we're doing. We're competent, And it's good for them to see. If they see all the things we've been dealing with, they automatically see how we're dealing with it. Pretty soon they get a chance to put a value on those things. So when they see us, they don't want us to see us. We don't want them to understand what we're saying is we're bragging, we whooped the white man, although we're going to do a little bit of that. Because, that's what Allah gave us, the ability to make fun of ourselves and make fun of them. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so the disabled cars, we'll get whatever we need. Are there any questions or any comments about anything that's been said? So tomorrow we'll be writing introductory, or tonight, maybe tomorrow, we'll write introductory flyers. I'll give it to you. And in time to make a flyer that we'll put in. Yeah, go ahead.
And then I can go ahead and get that out to Judge Armitage, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
I write it up, get your approval on it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. And for some reason, it says there's comments, but I can't see them right now. I'm not sure what's happening right here on Facebook. Yeah, one question I did have was what's your, when you kind of get out and about and things like that, you start working with other people, like even non-Muslim types, and you kind of tell them the community you're from and they have some interests and everything like that. What's your policy the policy you use to inviting people in? You don't know them that well yet.
Right. Okay. Well, as we move out a little bit more, we would automatically, if people was coming, we would automatically have an introductory class.
Right.
Introductory class combined with prayer class and all that to introduce people to Islam. Right now, we're meeting all the time, so there's no need for it. But as the need develop, we will definitely, all of those we've had before. Yeah, introductory classes. Because see, the stuff we're dealing right now is a little bit hard to swallow for new people. You know, a guy come around and he, oh, does Islam sound great, man? Well, we have to, feed him milk and baby food at first. Yeah. Uh, I talked about all of the new currencies. Well, I talked about that, but as I was saying, see, when when you're going down, the system will produce everything that everybody else need to consolidate themselves. Example, the United States then sanctioned Russia, sanctioned Iran, is talking out his side of the mouth to China. So what is the United States doing? Forcing them together. That's why they all talking about bundles of currency. They got to because there's nothing they can do. And when Russia said you got to buy all this stuff in our currency, the ruble went straight up in the air. So also when you look through the phone and all of that, try to pick up on the doomsday sayers. How many people are beginning, how many lecturers and what are beginning to talk about the coming decline, the coming depression, the defaults. Almost everybody. It's a theme. It's a theme. It's everywhere. Everybody know about it except a few, which is the poor public. Okay. We've talked about the self-accelerated decline. That's what the United States is in. It's in the it's accelerating its own decline. Like we don't have to do anything to it. Defeat in Afghanistan. Everything that they did, instead of easing out, the guy just closed down Bagram Air Force Base and left all $1 zillion worth of weapons behind, probably for them to fight against Iran, but they didn't do it, and they left with people only hiding and trying to hang on to the plane as it's going. You can't do any worse than that. That's technically worse than the people hanging on the helicopters in Vietnam. I don't know if you ever saw those films. From the top of the embassy.
Yeah, top of the embassy, you got the people hanging on.
Hang on. Drop, yeah. The U.S. tricked everybody that we're going to be here forever, we're going to take care of you, and then all of a sudden, they pack up and leave. And then they said, you're leaving us behind with them. You know what they're going to do to us? Hey, man, for people to get on them rickety boats, the boat people and all that, hey, man. But that's the way the boss man do everybody. Yeah. That's the way he's doing now. He wants all of Europe to starve themselves and to ruin their economy for him here. Okay. I guess that'll be it. If there's no questions, if there's no comments, we'll spend the next few days getting ready for this Friday. And after this Friday, we will start, since we have freezers. Well, after this week, by next week, we'll be into preparing for Eid. Yeah, although this is, see, we have to be prepared way ahead of time. And there's some things that will be fine. We can make the French toast and put it there. We can make the other stuff and put it in. We have a few freezers. So we'll put the stuff that needs to be frozen in the freezers. And then the other stuff that we do a week after next, it'll be, it'll refrigerate fine. So we got a pretty good system so far. Do you have any recommendations or anything that you would like to add to any of this?
Not really. Got it down pretty tight, man. Just the way the country's going, and it's like I can see it now, like impacting some of the business environment, stuff like that, my own personal business.
Right.
The stupidity of the administration.
No, they're like,
This is the first time sometimes governmental decisions
right.
impacting the stuff that I want to do. It's like, yeah, we got to do something about this.
No, but this is normal though. When a Nero fiddled while Rome burned, he wasn't really. He's just he was helpless. He wouldn't do nothing. He didn't know what to do. It's just like he was fiddling while, and this is America. That's why we have to do as much as we can to rescue or to soften the fall for the American people. Because on their schedule, they got it just like they do the stock market. Okay, let's build it up and then let it fall. Then we buy up all the stocks, then we build up all the stocks again. Then when they get in with all their money, then we let it fall. They've been doing that for decades. Same old dumb. Okay, the American people, see, this time, and I'll close with this, that's why we want to have a record of stability and clarity and having an understanding behavior pattern, because the people are not going to have that. All the institutions, they're not going to trust them. So at least the Muslims know who we are. When everything falls apart, where you think they're going? They'll be right here with us. I ain't even worried about that. If they got any sense, they will. Okay. If they don't have no sense, let the people run over there with them. They don't have no plan, no nothing, and they swallowed the Kool-Aid like, okay, let them go. But my feeling is that if we maintain our order and discipline and correctness, and this is a period when institutions offer you a lot too, that we're not going to what they call sell out. We're not going to buy it. We don't even want it. What's so magnificent about it, we don't even want it. That's a security, I guess, because most people, even with ethics and morals, if they've never had enough power, they think that might do it. We just haven't had enough. They haven't had enough money. Maybe we just haven't had enough. You know what I mean? So, Of course they do. They said, if I had more money, it would be all right. But it wouldn't be all right, because the people that have that, it's not all right with them. No. Just think about Hollywood. The people that look the best and have the most, they got houses with 3 swimming pools in Beverly Hills and 3 Rolls Royces and all kind of stuff. And they look physically appealing. They look pretty good. They got fan clubs. They got fan clubs. People, they, yeah, they saying, "Hey, you're all right with me," and they feeling they crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna close with this. They make heaven look like hell because that's what's surrounded. They surround, right? And they make hell look like heaven. They they doing that. They make the Hollywood or this, that, and other look. That's where to go. That's what to do. And it is hell. But people can't let go of it. And I'll close with this. It's like that thing that the monkey put his hand in this little trap, and it's got a banana